Greetings. I'm Daegu Lee, a man with many pasts. All of you have such bright faces, and I'm so excited to hear your applause. It is a miracle if you can't succeed. Did all of you have a good dream yesterday? Atomy makes your dreams come true. Before starting today's lecture, let me briefly introduce myself. It's been a long time since I've given a lecture. In 1991, my sister sent me a letter, along with a catalog saying, "Invest your whole life in network marketing." In 1988, when I went bankrupt, my sister had helped me out financially. The same year, she even bought me an apartment. So I listened to her and threw myself to network marketing. What do you think happened to the house my sister bought me? It disappeared along with the rent I had to pay. I also lost all my credit and our bank accounts were taken. So I made a conclusion that I would never be able to succeed through network marketing. I told myself I would never do network marketing again. After that, I got a job in a company, and about 3 months later, my senior, Mr. Park, called me to his room. There was a makeup set on the table. I felt like I knew what was coming. Surely enough, he started explaining about Atomy's business. What do you think I did? I stopped him from continuing. I told him that I wasn't into those kind of things anymore. But if I just left the office, I felt like I would get fired. So I took the makeup set and told him to take it off my salary. Then I gave it to my daughter. My daughter said, "Dad, don't start again. Which business are you into now?" But I told her, I swear I did not start anything. However, that same daughter had received 3 orders within a month. "Dad, this is the best company from your 17 years of experience. Why don't you give it a try? I'll help you out." Do you think I commended her or scolded her? I reprimanded her. I told her, "I want you to receive scholarships, not receive orders. I'm never going to do network marketing." Whatever the case, I got introduced to Atomy through its products. When I got introduced to Atomy, I started to shake. When I heard the business plan, I just kept walking in circles. The real deal was here. My head was telling me not to do it. "Daegu, you failed 5 times during a span of 17 years. You lost your house and you lost all your credit." But my heart was telling me, "Look into it. Look into it. Don't do it. Do it. Don't do it. Do it." My heart won over my head. So I came to seminars just like you here. This was the real deal. The first day I came to the seminar, I resigned from my job. I said, "Let's give it one more chance." I told everyone I knew about Atomy. The real deal is here. Let's give it one more chance. As a result, I was able to achieve my dream of making $10,000 a month in Atomy. And every year, my income increased by $10,000 a month. I had officially become a successful person. There were 2 reasons why Atomy was bound to succeed. The first reason is it sells good products at a cheap price. However, when I see Atomy's contractors, I get very frustrated. They say they are tired and that there's no money in this. Why do you think they do that? There's no inspiration. 10 years ago, Atomy only had 2 products. We had no catalog and no website either. It didn't even have a sign in the headquarters. It just had an A4 paper stuck to the door, Atomy HQ. It was like a big joke. My sister, Haejung Lee, is now a crown master. However, when she visited Atomy's headquarters back then, she said, "Brother, please quit this business right away." And she quit Atomy that very day. When I did not quit and continued the business, she tried to put me in a mental hospital, asking for family signatures. Why then do you think I was able to hold my ground? That's because I had failed 5 times over a period of 17 years. I knew that there was no company in this world that sold such good products at such an affordable price. There was none. No one would succeed if there was an entry fee and monthly membership fee. I was not able to succeed in those companies either. Why then do Atomy contractors say it's difficult? It's because they have no gratitude. What's the opposite of gratitude? The opposite of gratitude is taking things for granted. Atomy? Yeah, they sell good products at a cheap price. Atomy? They're a good company with no unnecessary fees. You will need more inspiration than that. You need to shake with excitement. Shall we all shake together? If your body shakes just twice, you will be successful. On the count of 3, hold a person's hand beside you and shake twice. 1, 2, 3. It's a miracle if you don't succeed. Such amazing words. This success of making $50,000 a month, if this can be handed down to your posterity, is this a small business or a big business? This is big business. You can pass this on to the 3rd generation. Will Atomy really hand over your wealth to the 3rd generation? How do you know? How will you be sure? Because President Park is a good guy? Because our company won't go bankrupt? Oh yes, we know that. But will they really keep their promise? I can tell you that your wealth will definitely be passed down. Why? According to direct sales laws, when a member of a network marketing company dies, no one can buy or sell the rights of that person. No transaction can be made. However, the law says that your code can be passed on. That is why if Atomy can last for 100 years, this means that this is truly a big business. This is a business that is worth investing your whole life into. Why then is it a miracle if you can't succeed? First, our products are good and affordable. Absolute quality, absolute price. What then are the results? What happens? Members who voluntarily repurchase our products keep increasing. Is this true? Is there proof? What is the proof? 해모힘. You should trust only in objective proof. The Fair Trade Committee announced that the company with the most members among Korean network marketing companies was Atomy. What does this imply? This truly means that our company's products are good and affordable. What happens to your commission if the consumers keep increasing? It keeps increasing, right? There are already over 300 Leaders Club members. There are 150 to 200 members in Royal Leaders Club and over 30 members in Crown Club. All of this is proof for our company. Another reason why it is a miracle if you don't succeed in Atomy is that we don't have an entry fee or a monthly membership fee. How many network marketing companies do you think practice this? Why can no one answer? There's only one company that does this. That is why Atomy will rewrite the history of network marketing. Why? That is because we have no entry fee, nor do we have a membership fee. The fact that we don't have such fees is the reason why we can succeed. Why? This is the actualization of infinite levels and infinite accumulation. Atomy is the only company that is able to make this a reality. The most inconvenient truth of a binary system is that oversaturation can happen because of infinite levels. So what usually happens? The companies keep changing their compensation plan. However, in Atomy, even after 10 years, not even a single letter has changed in our compensation plan. Why is that? That is because we have a ceiling. This is what we call a just compensation plan. I've told you many times already. It's been 5 years since I've reached over 50 million PVs on each leg. It doesn't matter if my PV increases by tenfold. That is why I get an endoscopy quite frequently, because my inner organs are so sore from being jealous. However, our end value has not changed much from $5, even if our company's revenues have increased over 100-fold. That is why our company will not collapse even after 100 years. Why is that? How will a company that sells good products at a cheap price fail? We don't have an entry fee or any membership fees. Also, due to our ceiling, the commission gets pushed down. Atomy's compensation plan will never change. That is the reason why you must be proud of Atomy. You must let everyone around you know about Atomy. You need to be confident. Do you understand? Our products are good and affordable, and we have no unnecessary fees. This allows our system to have infinite levels and accumulation. This then brings in talented people. Where do these talented people fall under? They fall under you. With an entry fee, you can't have 10 or 20 people come under you. That was the cause of 3 of my failures. Since we have no entry fee, you can have 10 or 20 people come under you. Am I right? And sooner or later, you're going to have someone more talented than you fall under your line. How then can you succeed in such an amazing business? All of you just learned this, right? You need to follow the 8 steps of success. What do we call this? The system. What is the system? It is the path that all successful people had taken over the past 60 years of network marketing history. Repeat after me. The path of success. If you just follow the path of success, one day where will you end up? You will one day be standing on success. If you follow a failed path, you will also fail. It's actually a lot easier to follow someone's path rather than creating your own system, right? What is the first step in the 8 steps of success? Step 1 is set your goals. Step 2 is to make a strong resolve that you will achieve our goals in order to maintain a balanced life. You must live a self-motivated life, a positive life. You need to make a decision to pay the consequences. What's next? Third, make a list. Fourth, invite your friends and family. Fifth, explain the business. Sixth is follow up. Seventh is consultation. The 8th and final step is duplication. If you were to pick just one thing from those steps, what would it be? What should it be? You need to know this. You need to show the plan. You need to ask others, do you know Atomy? I'm going to make $50,000 a month. Hear me out. In order to say this, we set a goal, make a resolve, write a list, and invite others to explain Atomy to them. And usually when you explain the business, most people will say, no, just do it yourself, don't ask me. That's why a follow-up is important. And then you consult the sponsors. You keep talking to Mr. A, and one day, he gets it. And maybe he says, I'm sorry, I'll try my best from now on. What do I have to do? What should you tell him? You tell him, follow the 8 steps of success. This is duplication. Someone else will copy exactly what you have done in the past. However, this is not enough. For beginners, the 8 steps for success might be difficult. That is why it's always so ambiguous for them. It's as if they are in a tunnel all the time. That's why you need to tell your partner what to do specifically. And what is that? The second solution is the 8 core habits. The word core means critical. Let's practice the 8 core habits. What then are the 8 core habits? You must acquire these 8 habits. What kind of habits? Habits for success. William James was a forerunner in the field of psychology. He had a very famous saying, "If your thoughts change, your actions change. If your actions change, your habits will change. If your habits change, your character will change. And if your character changes, then your destiny changes." These truths are widely known in all fields of business. Fortunately, in Atomy, all of you have already changed your minds to make $50,000 a month, right? And we've set a goal last night to live a balanced life. What kind of habits then must you have in order to make $50,000 to $100,000 a year? What kind of actions must you take? And what must you turn these actions into? Into what? Repeat after me. Habits of success. Let's practice these habits of success. There is a book titled The Power of Habit. It is a book by Byung-ho Kong. Habits never betray you. This is what all psychologists and scholars say. It is not people that change lives. What changes lives then? It's habits. Fortunately, if we are able to make these 8 actions into habits, you will definitely be royal masters. Do you understand? Do you all want to be royal masters? Let's make these 8 actions into habits then. Is this really hard to do? The first habit is reading 15 minutes a day. Is this really a difficult habit? I really don't understand. I receive these 8 core lists from my partners. There are so many people who mark X on this slot. I would use that time to just read the book. It's just 15 minutes a day. No matter how sleepy you are, it's just 15 minutes a day. Can you do this or not? Why don't you read? No, that's not true. You don't read because you have no vision. Helen Keller said these words, "It is not unfortunate to be blind, but rather to have no vision." Why then do you not read when you have a vision of $50,000? If you don't read every day, then you're lying to yourself. You don't have faith in Atomy. This means you don't have a goal. Do all of you have a goal? All of you don't sound like you're going to make $50,000. Your replies are only worth $2,000. Will you earn $50,000 a month? You should then start reading, right? What kind of book should you read? The first book is Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Stop complaining and stop criticizing and blaming others. Those are the only don'ts, and there are lots of do's. In order to improve your relationship with others, Carnegie's book is a prerequisite in network marketing. It's like the network marketing Bible. Do you understand? Raise your hand if you've read Carnegie's book. Wow, that's at least 10% here. If you and your partners read this, You will have great synergy. Do you understand? The second habit is to watch the videos. You need to watch Atomy videos every day. They can be President Park's lectures or even my lectures. All the videos are free, right? It's as if you have successful people right beside you. Watch one video per day. You just need your smartphone, right? Is this more difficult than making $50,000 a month? No. Third, you must participate in the meetings. In the beginning of Atomy, it was difficult to come to Sejong City. I was asked to come every time, even though the lectures were the same. Repeat after me. Be patient. Wait. Be united. But first, we must persevere until we fully understand the business. Yes, the reason why we participate in meetings, one-day seminars, and Success Academy is to study. However, the biggest reason is because of all the rejections. Outside of here, it's like a minefield. In order to overcome this wall of rejections, you must participate in the meetings on a daily basis. You need to refuel your passion. When you get attacked outside of here, you need to come to Sejong Hospital, which is this meeting here. If you come here to these meetings, you will be healed. Your passion will be refueled again. Then after being re-energized, you can go again. Come to the meeting in Sejong. Come to the Success Academy and get refueled. These meetings are very precious. It's not unnecessary. The 60-year history of network marketing is proof that these meetings will help you succeed. All you have to do is come. Is it more difficult to come out to meetings than making $50,000? No, it's nothing. Just come. The fourth habit is to love Atomy products. You need to love our products. Let's say you sleep with your toothpaste on your side, and your husband asks, me or the toothpaste? What then should you say? The toothpaste. That's why we use the word love. Why? Because it transforms your life. Did your husband bring change in your life? No, not at all. Did your wife bring change to your life? No, not at all. That is why you need to love that product that will change your life. Also, you need to inspire others as you've been inspired with the products that you love. What must you do when you inspire others? You need to tell them about the product, to the point where your spit comes out of your mouth. Why don't you talk with your neighbor about the most inspiring product? Let's see if spit comes out or not. You must talk so much that your spit comes out. If you love the products, you will be inspired. After sharing these 8 habits in Japan, something amazing happened. There was a member who was seminar staff for 2 years, but their business was doing bad, so I told him to use the 8 core habits, and it showed that he didn't love the products at all. So I asked, why didn't he use the products himself? He said, why must I use them? And that is why you need to use the 8 core habit list. That's the only way you will get feedback. The conclusion of the 8 habits is that it's my fault. Repeat after me. It's my fault. It's not because of your sponsors or partners. It's because you didn't practice the 8 habits. If you come to this conclusion, then you will have no trouble with your sponsors or partners. Who is responsible of the 2 lines under you? It's you. There's no such thing as your sponsor's line. Why do people always talk about the sponsor's line? I hope all of you here today can stop mentioning about your sponsor's line. But I did all the work for both of my lines. Don't say such things. That's embarrassing. You should of course be in charge of your 2 lines. That's how you duplicate others into your business. The 5th habit is show the plan. It's the same as the 8 steps for success. Why do you do the first 4 habits in the 8 core habits? Reading, watching videos, participating in meetings, and loving the products. All of this is to be able to say two things to others. Let's do Atomy together. And the other is, why don't you try the products? Am I right? To show the plan does not mean to do a 2-hour lecture. Showing the plan is about motivating others to look up the business on their own. It won't take long. You need to do this on a daily basis. Is this really difficult if you're able to make $50,000 a month? Are you really that scared to be rejected? If you are, then you have no vision. If you love your family and friends, then you can do this. The sixth habit is deliver to the consumers. It's not about your speech, but how you let them know their needs. Repeat after me. It's not about my speech, it's about asking their needs. It's very simple. In his book, Ziegler on Selling, Ziegler said the following: someone who ponders how to sell a product will forever be a slave to those who ponder what the needs of the consumers are. You need to ask, what is it the consumers need? Are you not sick these days? Is your hair not falling out? How are your teeth? How are you managing your skin? You need to ask these questions. It's not about how you will sell those products. The seventh habit is consultation. If you have nothing to say, just ask them questions like, how was your lunch? Even such words can be consultation. Make it a habit. Repeat after me. Make it a habit. Let's make these 7 actions into habits. It's easy to phone someone, right? The last one is earning your credibility. Smile, greet, talk, and compliment others instead of criticizing, blaming, and complaining. Let's all try to make this a habit in Atomy. There are so many things you can do to earn credibility. To make it simple, smile, greet, talk, and compliment others more. You can see this in the book, Well Done, as well. It's easy to smile, right? There was this one leader in Cambodia. I went up to him with a translator and asked, "Do you want to be successful?" And he said, "Yes." So I said, "Look at the mirror today and smile at yourself every day. How will you persuade people to join your business with your face? You look like a warrior going into battle." That won't work. You need to loosen up your face. Repeat after me. Loosen up. You need to be loose for people to approach you. People will ask, "Is there something good in your life these days?" Then you can say, "I'm going to make $50,000 a year." They will ask again, "What is it?" And it's then your chance to say, "Atomy." That's why you need to smile in order for people to come to you. Try smiling, everyone. Let's all smile and laugh right now on 3. Smile and greet others first, and lead the conversation according to the other person's interest. You just need to ask them one question. What are the things that you like? If the person said he likes golf, then you need to carry out the conversation about golf. If the person likes fishing, then you should talk about fishing. If you listen to someone's story for 2 hours, they'll listen to you. Give it a try. You can't talk about your own interests from the beginning. You can't be too direct with people. You can't say right away you meet someone, "Hey, do you know Atomy? Let me tell you about Atomy in President Park. Let me tell you about absolute quality and absolute price." You need to ask others about their interests. If they like baseball, then you need to talk about baseball. If they like computer games, then you need to talk about computer games. When you talk to someone about their interests, their heart will open up. And next, you need to compliment others and identify your partner's strengths. Also, identify the strengths of the people around you and compliment them about those strengths. If you do that a few times, that person will open up to you. then that person will naturally become an Atomy member. Then they will become your ardent helpers. Why don't you look at your neighbor and compliment them? If you compliment someone generally, they might not understand what you're saying. They might misunderstand you. So when you're complimenting someone, you must be very specific. So look at the person next to you right now and compliment them for their hairstyle, glasses, or smile. It feels good to hear a compliment, right? That's right. A compliment can even make a whale dance. Keep practicing complimenting others. Be a professional complimenter. And make sure you mark daily whether you complimented others or not. Another thing is not to criticize, blame others, or complain. Shut your mouth if you have nothing good to say. And mark yourself whether you've complained, blamed, or criticized others. Check yourself daily. And practice this every day. If you keep all the 8 core habit list and practice this every day, then you can be a royal master. Have you heard of Peter Drucker? Repeat after me. If you can't quantify, you can't manage. If you can't manage, you can't improve. Drucker was at the top of the field in managerial economics. He lived until he was 95 and he was a professor at Harvard. This was the theme for his entire life. If you can't quantify something, you can't improve it. Many contractors say they've invested their time and energy, but there's no objective way to quantify that. That's why you need to check your 8 core habit list every day. Check your 8 core habit list every day for the whole month. Then at the end of the month, write down the frequency of each habit. Then you'll get a grade on each of the categories, right? And that's not the end of it. The next month, you increase the frequency for each habit. Then the next month, you increase more. And when you continue this for 1, 2, or 3 years, then your chart will be full. Where will you be at that point? You will have become a royal master. Your partners will have become duplicated like you. Repeat after me. Let's duplicate the success habits. If you become a leader that practices the 8 core habits, then your partners will model after you and become leaders as well. And if this continues down your line in the infinite level, then you will have truly become a successful person. If you become a good tree, you will naturally bear good fruits. I hope all of you will become great leaders that practice the 8 core habits. And I wish that you and your partners can become crown masters and imperial masters. That ends my lecture. Thank you very much.